News at 6:30.
And right now at 6:30, New Mexico's red flag law. It is controversial, but it's supposed to keep guns out of potentially dangerous people's hands. Up until now, it's rarely been used. But that could be changing. Ryan Laughlin is digging into where these red flag laws have been used so far. So what did you find?
Well, first, Tessa, the red flag law is widely misunderstood. It is complicated, and some advocates believe that is the reason it's not used more often. First, it's important to understand that the red flag law is temporary. It's a temporary order that's started by a normal person. Think like a neighbor, a family member, employer, or even a school member. It's meant to remove guns from someone who a judge agrees could be dangerous. Here's where it's been used most this year. Check out this map. The darker areas in red on this New Mexico map show different judicial districts. Well, that's where it's been used more often, in more instances of somebody just attempting to remove guns from someone under the red flag law. No surprise, Bernalillo County is leading the way by a long shot. We found 28 cases have been filed to try and remove guns from people this year. That's more than double what it was in the rest of the entire state. We asked the 2nd Judicial District Attorney Sam Bregman for his take on this number.
Good. That's my initial impression, is that that's a good thing. I think law enforcement here in Bernalillo County has bought into this as an effective way to help get guns out of the possession of people that are posing an extreme risk to themselves or to others.
Now, while district attorneys like Sam, they and prosecutors play a role, it's still largely up to police officers to work with concerned citizens to start this process to use the red flag law. Now, while it's clear that the red flag law has been used more in the northern part of the state, there are some places like Rio Rancho, one of the biggest cities in the state, where the district attorney there says in 3 years she doesn't recall the law getting used once. But she emphasizes how misunderstood this law is.
Something that I think the attempt is good to try to deal with a situation in our society of people being harmed by weapons. But at the same time, I think people sometimes forget that has to be balanced against the constitutions that we abide by. And because of that, things usually don't happen as quickly as people would want them to.
This is considered an emergency order, but it can still take days to remove someone's guns. A judge needs to sign off on that order, and even then, the judge will order someone to turn in their guns. It's not like the police are going to kick down your door and take them.
Yeah, there's a process there. Now, notice beyond Bernalillo County, we're seeing most of the red northwest New Mexico. What's happening in the south, though? Because when this law was passed in 2020, so many southern sheriffs and other law enforcement came out against it.
Yeah, they absolutely did. In Las Cruces, for instance, is one of the most populated areas in our state. We didn't find a single case filed this year. We reached out to the police department and they confirmed they're not using it. But one advocate says they believe that's not because of political reasons, but actually because of a lack of training. Check this out. The Attorney General's office has taken up the job of helping organize training for agencies to show them how to use this, and look who's signed up for it. You got Rio Rancho Police on that list. You also have Las Cruces Police Department is another one who's looking for training. And then New Mexico State Police is a notable one with statewide reach. Even the New Mexico Game and Fish are among the agencies looking to learn how to use this law. Still, some say the law is too complicated. There's too much responsibility on that family member or school official or employer to see this process through from start to finish. Now there's conversations happening right now asking if the governor is going to put this red flag law or actually changes to it on the call. That's something that could happen as soon as this upcoming session.
And that starts in just a few weeks, middle of January, legislative session at our roundhouse. So we'll be up there, of course, following everything. And it's a 30-day session, which means it's the governor's call as to what she wants to tackle. We'll see if red flag law makes it there. All right, Ryan, thanks so much.